Titled Supercalifragilistic Isn't What You Think, the alchemical formula inside, exactly talking about the same things that I speak of as far as alchemy, science, spirituality combining. It's all the same stuff and they just hide it. But the word, how many of you can even spell that? Because I know as a kid that was always a thing. Who can spell supercalifragilistic now? I think it's expialidocious, I don't know. But, yeah, she breaks down the supercalifragilistic in this video. She does great because the way she combines and explains the entire light body, and she doesn't just say pineal, she's like pineal pituitary union, because without the pituitary, y'all man ain't shit. So that's why the world's so lopsided right now, and I had to put my 2 cents in, because that's what Lisa does best.
Chapter 6, the 34-letter spell. Now we come to my favorite part. Let's decode the word itself. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
There we go, expialidocious.
Dismissed by the world as the greatest piece of linguistic nonsense ever put into a film. An impossibly long word that millions of people can somehow sing perfectly from memory. The Sherman brothers actually wrote it for the 1964 film version, but they didn't invent it. They admitted that they had learned it at a very exclusive summer camp in the Adirondack Mountains, the kind of hyper-elite retreat attended only by children of New York's highest society. So this word had been circulating through children's oral traditions for decades before it ever hit the silver screen. It was as if the collective unconscious of childhood was carefully preserving a phonetic formula, passing it from generation to generation until it found its right home, where it could be brought forward and shared to a mass audience. And when the etymologist Richard Lederer decoded its linguistic roots in his book Crazy English, which is a great book by the way, look at what he uncovered. Super from the Latin to transcend normal physical limitations. Cali from the Greek kalos, ultimate spiritual beauty or perfection. Fragilistic from fragilis and mysticus, meaning the fragile mystic. The shattering of the rigid, hardened ego cube to become a delicate, open receptor for the spirit. Expiali, from the Latin expiare, to atone, wash clean or alchemically purify the vessel. And docious, from the Latin docilis, meaning conscious, aware, and teachable, the guru state. When you string this code together, this nonsense word translates to the process of transcending physical limitations through the beauty of a fragile, broken open, mystic state, completely purifying the vessel to achieve ultimate conscious awareness. Wow. Esoterically, it's not a nonsense word at all. It's a word of power, a mantra designed to break the hypnotic trance of the material matrix, to be used when you don't know what else to say. Remember what the film explicitly states. Use it carefully or it may change your life. That is not a throwaway lyric. It's a warning. In Egyptian Heka magic, in the Hindu mantra tradition, in every school of sacred sound, certain words are known to be keys. Speak them without understanding, and they will open doors that you are not prepared to walk through. The word spell itself comes directly from the act of spelling, using letters in precise phonetic sequence to produce a real-world energetic effect. This is why occultists call language magic. This word is an invocation. And look at the mathematics. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious has exactly 34 letters. The human spine, the sushumna, the chimney the Bert has been clearing, contains exactly 33 vertebrae. And this word has 34 letters. It's one step beyond the spine itself. One step past the final physical vertebrae, bursting directly into boundless open space, the imagination, the euphoria, the ecstatic state of the crown chakra that glitches us onto new timelines. Whether the children or the songwriters consciously knew this is beside the point. The intelligence that flows through inspired art does not need its instruments to be conscious of the profound weight they're carrying. Chapter 7. If you want the...
Now to jump forward a little bit, I'm only showing a small snippet of her original video, and her name is Kelly Marie Kerr, and she's on YouTube. This is the first time I stumbled across her page. It stood out because she said supercalifragilistic isn't what you think, and you know that's stuck in all of our heads, kind of like that 0010110, and that Superman S. I can't lie, that Superman S, I never drew that. I still can't draw it. I mean, if I concentrated, I could, but it would definitely not come from any outer space or, you know, collective consciousness. But here she does the laboratory of ecstasy. She's talking about nitric oxide, which I try to tell people, you know, I have a friend who smokes a lot of weed, and I tell her, I'm standing here breathing under the sun, stretching, loosening my fascia, and, you know, I feel so lightheaded, and not like I held my breath too long, not that way. I mean, like, ethereal. And I'm like, and you're smoking joint after joint after joint, and you're trying to get high. You're just going to get tired and go to sleep. You can't get any higher than you are. And this works just breathing. And I'm like, it only takes a minute of your life. And I'm telling you right now, you don't have to smoke drugs. I was in chronic pain, severe, 24 hours a day in the bed, or not in the bed, trying to stretch because I can't stay still through the pain. Sunshine, fasting, and breath work changed my entire life. Now I can see the insides of the inside. So this lady is amazing, and I think you should check her out on YouTube, Kelly Marie Kerr, and I'm going to let her talk about nitric oxide, that natural chemical we possess, and it's in the bridge of the nose when you breathe in. And you keep your circuit closed so it doesn't escape by putting your tongue at the roof of your mouth. She's not going to say all that, but I'm telling you that it holds it in, and when you release, beautiful.
7. If you want the ultimate biological proof of this hidden alchemy, we have to climb into the archives and open chapter 2 of P.L. Travers' original book from 1934. The title stands right there in plain sight: Laughing Gas. In the movie version, Uncle Albert floats simply because he loves to laugh. The gas itself, though, was omitted from the film script, but in the book, Travers details that he's filled with nitrous oxide. Why? Well, in the 1930s, the public was captivated by philosophers using laughing gas to achieve out-of-body revelations. Travers used it as a brilliant metaphor for what happens when we detach from the heavy gravity of the cube state, the rigid, exhausting, ego-driven material mind that keeps us locked in survival mode. This is where the imagery opens into something biologically extraordinary. Nitrous oxide is an external synthetic agent that shouldn't really be experimented with outside of a medical setting. But fascinatingly, the human body has its own endogenous native counterpart, produced entirely from within, through breath, through joy, through elation, through spiritual practice, through praise, through prayer. And it's called nitric oxide. Not nitrous oxide, nitric oxide, NO, which is a tiny signaling molecule intimately connected to Kundalini awakenings, vascular health, and spiritual levity. Its importance is so startling that in 1992, Science magazine named it the molecule of the year. And in 1998, the scientists who revealed its role in cardiovascular signaling, heart health, they were awarded the Nobel Prize. So the synergy here is incredible. Trevor's outer image of floating and laughter echoes a real internal pathway, a biological alchemy that's available to us when we breathe deeply, when we exercise profound relaxation, and we experience genuine laughter, and we come together in unity, in joy, in appreciation, in all the higher frequencies of life. Our sinuses act as a powerhouse for nitric oxide. It completely relaxes your vascular network, opening the biological floodgates and rushing oxygen-rich blood straight into the higher brain centers. This instantly triggers an intense internal cocktail of endorphins, dopamine, and serotonin, the exact chemical mechanism behind the physical sensation of lifting, elevation, of weightlessness, and of ecstatic spiritual joy, which of course then encourages the secondary melatonin pathway to transform molecules into the biochemicals of bliss and enlightenment that we've talked about so many times on this channel. Ancient mystics understood this thousands of years before the science caught up. Sufi laughing rituals, holy ecstatic shaking. I remember that the Holy Spirit came on people in my church when I was growing up, and they'd laugh uncontrollably. Specific pranayama, breathwork exercises, all of it is designed to invoke this native nitric oxide flow, triggering the ecstasy of the spirit from the inside out. Uncle Albert doesn't float on a fairy tale whim. He floats because the biochemistry of ecstasy